Don't believe, just know. Cymatic TV, turning vibration into reality.
Hi, I just got back and was doing the energy update on the editing side, and I've noticed that there's this M flare that's come off on the off of the sun, and it's directed apparently towards Earth. We're still waiting for the Enral spiral to update to see what the impact it is. There doesn't seem to be a huge amount of ejector, but the thing is, there's also been an ejector of a filament. So as you watch this energy update, just keep that in mind, and I will give you a full update at the end of this video and how it ties in with our other channel, which is the Astro Flower, which you can find on YouTube. So full update on that M flare coming at the end of this energy update. Okay, see you in a mo.
Hello and welcome to Cymatic TV and your energy update. We're going to be going into what's been happening on the sun and see what the vibrations have been coming through there. Seeing what's happening on this week, certainly with Wednesday and Friday, because I said that in the energy update last week, and Wednesday was a very particular day. So we're going to have a quick look into that. Then we're going to go into meditation with the earth, see what the vibrations are doing, see what the sequences are like, and then we'll be moving on to how these elements will be affecting your signs as we tie it in with the Astro Flower channel. That's our sister channel, which I've been doing a monster amount of videoing for this week. I've been caught up in a cave or in a cellar, just doing loads of videos and doing loads of tarot readings and stuff like that. So we needed a bit of a break. So we've come out into the city of Canterbury, and I'm actually standing on a line here at the moment. So this is the old refectory and the monks' place where they used to sort of live and stuff like that. And if I turn it around gently, you should be able to see the cathedral. Let me just turn that around in. Oh no, yeah, there you go. So you've got Canterbury Cathedral, which is just down there with this lovely little garden there in front of us, and this beautiful sort of arched gateway that brings you into what would have been the old monastery. So it's an absolutely beautiful place, a lot of history in Canterbury. So yeah, we got on the line here. So what's been happening with the vibrations and the sun? It's a lovely sunny day today, warming my bones, getting in a bit of vitamin D, which we all need, which is really good for everybody. Helps with keeps the it's a little bit like an apple a day keeps the doctor away, and that's what the vitamin D does. So make sure you do get your vitamin D, it's very important. So what's been happening with the sun? Not a lot. We're continuing on that sort of solar quiet at the moment, and I think this solar cycle is going to be like that, and from that you're going to get more and more harsh cold weathers, because the polar vortexes may be collapsing a little bit because there's not enough interaction with the space environment around it in order to make it solid and sure. And that's going to bring temperatures across the globe in the coming 10 years is going to drop like a stone. So and obviously we've got loads of other things to do with the new paradigm of how the sun's changed its vibration and the earth is changing its vibration. So watch out for videos on this channel this week. You should be able to get some on that. So at the beginning part of the week you had I thought there was going to be a solar flare, the sun flare going to come through, but it didn't, which would have been affecting all you sort of air signs and fire signs. But eventually the disk went across in the early part of the week in front of the earth went in front of the sun the early part of the week, and there was very little going on, mainly just sort of filament energies and stuff like that. None of them erupting though. So the sun is still blanking the earth, as it were, giving it the cold shoulder. But then there was a coronal hole through that came through probably around about, it was facing Earth probably Wednesday, and this is where Wednesday sort of kicked in. Certainly for me, it was a very emotional sort of day, very trying day, almost sort of like, you know, sifting. You know, it's almost like, you know how people sort of like pan for gold. That's what it felt like, as if like, you know, getting all the other stuff out and getting all the grit out and getting down to the real gold bits inside you. And it's a very emotional day. So as far as I could see, that was the thing that came through on Wednesday rather than on Friday. Friday was much more of a relaxed and positive day, really, and it's almost like the healing side of what went through on Wednesday. So, you know, Wednesday was actually dealing with a lot of heavy emotional sort of stuff, really. So yeah, so that's basically what's come through on the sun. And then we had the actual corona hole wind, which turned up yesterday on Saturday the 29th, I think. Saturday the 29th, which has, you know, brought in a different type of energy, and it's been pretty good for working basically this last 3 or 4 days of getting things done. And I've been doing and getting things done. If you haven't been over to the Astroflower channel, links in the description below, you should go over there, because you'll see all the videos that I've been doing. And I've been doing tarot readings, I've been doing Astroflower readings according to the elements and stuff like that. So we are on a male line, and that's not a real big surprise to have the monks' living quarters just behind me, but also it's a refectory, so it's where they used to eat. So it's all about the stomach and everything like that, all about the solar plexus. So it's a, you know, it's very sort of male energy, as it were. So I'm actually standing on that line at the moment, and we're going to be, you know, seeing what's coming through that sort of vibration on the male line, because normally we do it on a female line, but you can do it on a male line, and you can find female energy and male energy as much as you can find male energy and female energy. You know, it's just the overriding energy that gives it, whether to, you know, defines it male or female. And that, you know, and I say male and female, but it's not male and female as like human male and female. It just gives it a distinction, just like the yin and the yang. It's not really sex orientated, but you know, it's more sort of, you could say positive and negative, or you could say black and white, or you could say, you know, yin and yang, and that sort of thing. So it's just to differentiate between two different types of vibration. So yeah, we're gonna douse this line now to sort of see what's going on that front, and see what's sort of coming through on that vibration. See if seeing if we can get the sequences of the pulses, as it were. And I've just sort of doused it sort of like 24 paces. You might be able to hear these cars going past, because we're in the city, and you can do this sort of thing in the city. I've just been dowsing in the middle of Canterbury. It's been quite fun. You know, people do look at you a little bit differently, but you can also do these meditations in the middle of the city. Why not? It's brilliant. So you know, on the male line, it's, as it were, solar plexus, so you get a lot less in the way of that happy-go-lucky, zippy sort of energy, and it's much more sort of solid, and it can definitely feel a lot more sort of solid. Be interesting to see what the sequences that come out of it. So let's just get into the connection. Okay, so there's the connection there. Oh, it's very direct. So it goes straight to crown and root. It comes down to the sacrum. Comes up to the throat. And a little bit on the third eye. It's very slow and lethargic. Could be because it's Sunday. There is a bit of a heart, but it's trying. It's a bit harsh. It seems strained. And then you get the solar plexus. So it's pretty much every single thing and then we're back to that sternum introduction. So you're getting everything that's in there. That's quite amazing. You know, every single chakra has been hitting, and it's, you know, it's as if like the Earth's in this moment of, it's just gone through into its winter solstice at Christmas. Obviously, we're a month outside of that, halfway between the winter solstice and the spring solstice, pretty much. Not far off, and you know, it's as if like the Earth's just taking a breather. So you may feel like that at the moment, that life is got no real direction. It's not sort of fighting against you either. So it's a good moment just to sort of relax with your family, with your friends, that sort of thing, and just sort of chill out and stuff like that. Okay, so for all of those who've been watching the astro flower, let me just go through the elements that are going to be affected. So in the beginning part of the week, we had in the beginning part of the week, as I said, it was there was filament energies coming through. So that's going to be water energy, but none of them erupted in our direction or any other real direction, to be honest. And so then that would mean calming waters. So if you go on to astroflower.com and you look under all the books and the sections in there, you'll see your own flower, and you'll see where the water is within your sign, and according to those petals, how it's going to be calming what aspects of your life. So that was at the beginning part of the week. The corona hole took over later on, so that was from Thursday. So we've had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and into today, Sunday, which is going to be earth energy. Now, it wasn't like a heavy coronal hole. It created a few earthquakes, because that's what it tends to. As it goes into the coronal hole, there's a jolt in the earth, and that creates earthquakes. And then as it goes out, there's another jolt going out of it, which creates earthquakes as well. But it's mainly down to earth energy. I would say it was really Virgo energy, if we were talking about all the earth's energies. And probably Capricorn was your best week, because you are a combination between earth and water. So you probably would have had a good week, Capricorns. Along with Pisces, not Pisces, Cancer. Cancer, you would have also had a really good week, I would have thought, between the pair of you. So, you know, it's where you've got that earth coming through you, it would be constructive. So you would have got on and done things without talking about it, just got on and done it, you know. For air signs and for air in your sign, it would have made your air a little bit more sort of musky, a little bit more sort of slower, a little bit more sort of unpure, if air can be like that. I know air signs are totally pure, of course. You know what I mean? So, it's only because I'm a Capricorn, isn't I? But, you know, Capricorns do have a lot of air at their base. So, you know, the air would have been a little bit sort of muggy, and the fire signs, you're still getting a pass at the moment. You're doing really well, you fire signs. So any fire within you and within your astro flower would have been literally just sort of sitting there. So you won't get that much in the way of change in your astro flower and your earth, in your fire signs. You know, you'll just get it more. It will be very constant, basically. So if you look on the astroflower.com, or go over to the Astro Flower channel, you know, you'll probably see some sort of, you know, your flowers and stuff like that. So where you've had the earth, you're going to be, this is where you'll be getting some good solid progression. Where you've had your water, this is where you're going to get your nice calming elements. Where you get your air, it's going to be slightly polluted, musty, stagnant, and that sort of thing. And then fire is going to be sort of central and non-extreme. It's going to be, you know, flowing gently and nicely. So, you know, what's coming up for the coming week? There is an active region on the top left that should be coming round, but to be honest, I think the sun has literally turned off its vibration towards the earth, because we've gone into this paradigm shift, and that's going to filter through the earth and etc. As I say, you know, you should watch out for videos on this channel, which we're going to do about energy and the paradigm shift. and things like that. So, you know, it's like the sun sort of, it's like two boxers, yeah, right? One boxer's clearly got the other one knocked out, and the other one's a little bit on the rope, and it's almost as if the other boxer sort of steps back as if to sort of say, nah, you're done, mate, you're done. And I think, you know, I think the earth has come to that moment, which is we're going to go through that paradigm shift totally, and that is going to be with everybody as well. And you should be feeling it, and you should be getting involved in the new paradigm. If you're not, you're going to find life complicated over the next sort of 3, 4, 5 years. It's going to be more and more difficult to actually put yourself in sync with everything. So, you know, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe, click the bell, because then you'll get notification on those videos that should be coming out. If not, have a hook over to Astro Flower channel and you'll see that. Okay, I shall speak to you as soon. There'll be another energy update coming up next week. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun. Enjoy it. Oh, we didn't take a message from the earth, did we? God dear, I'm scooting over things. So yeah, let me get back onto the line and see what the message comes. See, this is it with mail lines. They tend to be sort of like very organised and regimental and stuff like that. So, you know, they don't get much into the way of sort of like giving out sort of messages. So, but you know, when they do, it tends to be very calming and sort of sure as a sort of thing. So there we go. We got the connection back to the earth there. It's a very, very simple message. It's a very simple message, and it does reflect that vibration, and it ain't going to give me any more. So basically the message, I'm going to go and stand back in the sun because it's lovely and I need to get as much as I possibly can. The earth's sort of saying, while there's calm, enjoy yourself, relax and take it easy. So at the moment, I think the message for coming out of the earth is just sort of enjoy this respite, enjoy this moment of pause, because it will change. It will change. Like everything, the reason there is a pause, it's like the pause, you know, the calm before the storm and stuff like that. So there you go. That has been your energy update at the end. You know, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, click that bell and all of that malarkey, and do share it about. You know, it's good to get everybody on the sort of same page, so do share these sort of videos about if you can. And yeah, I will speak to you very soon. In the meantime, don't forget.
Hope you enjoyed your energy update. This is just the update on the update, I guess, really. Yeah, that M flare, it's a very small M flare, it's tiny. It was connected to some filament elements as well. So basically it came off the sun, I think, on the very early hours of Sunday morning, this morning. And that will mean it will probably be hitting the earth anything from late Monday through to Wednesday. But we're waiting to have a little bit more sort of clarification and information on this. This is not a sort of a flare that's going to whack out all the systems and stuff like that, although there was a loss of radio frequencies, which we saw on the satellites for a couple of hours. So it actually sort of affected the radio frequencies, and it mainly hit, and this is where you'll see here, it mainly hit Australia. So this is impacting where we're having a lot more in the earthquake eruptions and also the volcanic eruptions. So the solar plexus, or the plexus solaire, the solar plexus in English, is really ramping up. And this M flare hit the earth where pretty much when the solar plexus was in line with the sun. So I would be expecting to see sort of complications in the way of emotion. So you're going to be having, it's like an M flare, but it's also filament energy. So you've got fire and water mixed. That's a good mix for sort of explosive energies. So, and because it hit on Australia, I wouldn't be surprised that by Monday and Tuesday, you might get a lot of emotional situations arriving out of Australia that could be really passionately charged. So anyone from Australia who's watching this, just, you know, keep your hat on. I don't know what you call it down there, but keep a nice hat on that sort of like keeps the sun out. And, you know, try and stay as chilled as you can for Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. Just take it easy on that front. For everyone else, it's going to be affecting your water and your fire within your elements. So it could be an explosive emotions this week. So you may get that sentiment that this week that little things might annoy you and stuff like that. So don't forget that you're in an environment, a magnetic environment, which comes all the way from the sun through to the earth and through to us and reflects in our chakras and our aura. And if you understand this, so it will save you a lot of frustration over Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. If you notice it, comment on this video. It's good to understand. We're all on a learning curve and we're all learning together. So, as I say, the moment there is update, I will update that on Tom Lawless Author Facebook page or the Cymatic TV Facebook page. So you'll see updates on that. And I will also be doing an update on how it affects your particular sign on the Astro Flower channel. So, changes here in the update, in the energy update earlier on. I said it was like the calm before the storm. And this is probably that little storm that's coming our way. Everything was pointing towards it. And when I go back to that line within my meditation, it is the solar plexus that does kick off the strongest out of the lot. And I said it was a slow and very hard hitting vibration. And if that is the case, then that solar flare probably won't get to us till Tuesday, Wednesday at the latest. So it'd be interesting to sort of see how that sort of impacts everybody on the Monday and Monday through to the Wednesday. Okay, so this has been your energy update. I hope you do have fun out there. It should be fun and exploring should be fun. So please do enjoy.
Don't believe, just know. Cymatic TV, turning vibration into reality.